Okay, year 7. So in today's lesson, we are going to be zooming into China. So we're moving away from looking at Asia as a whole. We're going to be zooming into China, and we're going to be able, by the end of this lesson, to describe the location of China, to describe the physical and human geography of China, and to identify certain physical features which are found in China. So let's start the lesson then. What we have here are a variety of facts about China. And what I would like you to do first of all is to read through the facts and write down 5 of the facts that you either found the most interesting or the facts that you didn't know about. And maybe go and test someone in your house or a friend. Can you tell me what country I'm talking about? Or do a true or false. So write down first of all some facts about China from the board that you didn't know or you found the most interesting. Okay, so where is China then? Well, we know that China is part of Asia because in the last lesson, when we were identifying the countries, China was one of them that we actually annotated. So we can see here, I'm just going to draw a little outline. Here is the location of China. So we can see that it's found just north of the Tropic of Cancer, so it's found in the northern hemisphere. And this map here at the top is a much more zoomed in version. So we can see it's got the names of the countries, the oceans that surround it, the cities, the capital, which is Beijing. We can see it has that little star next to it. And then we also have on here as well, which we don't really need at the minute, but we will later, the names of the deserts, the rivers, etc., and the mountain ranges that go through. So what I would like you to do is to pause the video here and describe the location of China using all of the information on the screen. Let's green pen our work then. So we can see here there's an actual mistake. That is meant to say, where is China? Okay, so let's then have a look at what it says. China is located on the continent of Asia. It is east of Pakistan. So we've got Pakistan here. It is north of Vietnam, which is here. It's south of Mongolia, which is here, and west of Korea, which is here. It is also bordered on the east. So the east is here, the Pacific Ocean, which says there. China spans the Tropic of Cancer, but is mostly found north of the Tropic of Cancer. So remember the Tropic of Cancer is this little dotted red line. The capital of China is Beijing, and remember we know that from the star, which is there. It has a northern border with Mongolia, the Russian Federation and Kazakhstan. In the southwest, it has a border with Nepal and India, and it is between latitudes of 20 degrees north and 50 degrees north. So make sure, please, you've added in any information that you missed out, and then we'll move on to the next activity. So we have here China's country profile. So if you would like to take part in this, you can see that there is a YouTube link, and you will have to type, sadly, because it's a video, you'll have to type that YouTube link into YouTube, and it will give you a video. And during the video, I would like you to make a spider diagram. So you might want to write China in the middle, and then create a spider diagram, and annotate around it with all the facts that you find from the video. Okay then. So for the next thing, we need to know what the terms physical and human geography mean. So use these images to write down a definition for physical and human geography. Now remember that we learned about human and physical geography in our topic 1. So you might choose to find the knowledge organizer on that, or just simply Google it, or use the images to help you. So if I was to help you out a little bit, this is a picture of physical geography, physical geography, physical geography, and the other ones are showing us human geography. So hopefully that will help you give a definition for both. Now for the next activity, you are going to have to find a blank map of China. So one that looks like this. If you just type into Google blank map of China, something like this will come up. Or you might want to pause the video, and trace from the screen. That's also possible, because what we're going to do now is start to annotate this map with all of the physical and human features that we are going to need to know about China. Okay, so you will see now on the screen there are 14 different things that you have to do. So the first thing you need to do is label on the cities within China, and you can do that using a pencil or a pen. You then need to add on the seas, so you'd add on the Pacific Ocean. You might choose to do that with a blue pen. Okay, and then you would add on the seas, so you'd have the South China Sea here. Okay, so the next thing it says is shade in a purple pencil the Himalayas. So you will need to make sure you have access to something that will help you do this. So the Himalayas roughly is found along here. And then you would label that the Himalayas. And then do the same things for questions 3 to 14. So pause the slides here and have a go at completing those activities. Does your work look like mine? So make sure please that you are now self-assessing your work. So anything you've missed out, anything you've missed out by accident, then you would add those on please, and then we can move on to the next activity, which is the final activity. So what we need to do now is read through the statements below and write them next to the correct description. So we have got here different characteristics of China, and this will give us a fact file. So you need to simply write out deserts ... make up 20% of China. Some are sandy and some are stony. So I've given you an example here of one, okay? And then on the next slide, it gives you the answer. So make sure you pause it here before you complete this activity, and then you can get your answers on the following slide. So make sure, please, you green pen your work before you finish, and then that's the activities completed for this lesson on Where is China?